just a bit of a project update. My berries on the Mooncat Shawl. I have this marker here, so I know which is the right side, which is because the way the pattern works, it's easier for me to remember, and it's not crochet, so I can't always tell. I got to around about here last time I updated, so I've just literally finished the last little violets, and I'm going to be starting diamonds. So I'm going to link the Ravelry pattern below for you. It's a free pattern and it's beautiful. This is turning into my pride project because it's obviously rainbow colours. So this is the first skein of yarn. It's Yarn Art Bouquet Cotton. It's not flowers. It's just divine. It says it's 100% cotton. It's 500 meters, 250 grams in a cake, and Bilbo's come to help, because how would we do without a kitten to help? And it says to use either 4mm needles or hook. I think these are 4mm needles. So that's what I'm doing. I love the yarn. It started out like plain cobalt blue, cornflower. Then it sort of melds into that green, and now we're going into yellows and oranges. I just love the way. Just look at that. I'm really proud of that, but I really love the way the colour changes work, because the yarn is basically stranded around 2 colours rather than 1 most of the time. It's coming out just super amazing. It's Bilbo! Are you pretty boy? Pretty boy? Yep, Chaos Crew's here to help. Chaos Crew's always here when there is yarn. I made it a little project bag, which looks, when it's full, looks like it's got roses on the top. Looks like a kind of flowery pineapple. So that's how far I've got. I'm going to link the pattern. The yarn, what did I say about the yarn? Yarn is lovely. I'll link my link to it below. I paid 16 left for this, which is going to be quite a lot of money, I suppose, but it's not, because it's really good quality. And you get a lot, and it's thick and it's easy to wear. It was nice to crochet with, but I actually think it knits beautifully. It's got a lovely drape on it, and actually it's not that much. It would be about $10 in the United States. I'm checking this as I go so I can tell you. And how about Canadian dollars? It would be $12.84. and if we did Australian, and then we'll do pounds and euros, just because I was going to write this down. Well, I did write it down, and then the puppy's taken my notebook. About 15 Australian dollars at the price I paid. I don't know if that's going to be the same in your country. In Great British Pounds. Great British Pounds is, that's £7. It seems a lot, but it's not really, is it? And in euros, which we will be adopting here in Bulgaria before much longer, because we are now full members of the EU, about €8. So actually I think it's incredibly good value, because it's so soft, easy to work, it doesn't split, and I mean, you can see, if we talk about stitch definition, it seems to be beautiful, like really nice, neat, even stitch. And if you think, okay, I have a pair of socks under my belt other than this, so I'm a beginner knitter and it's this good already, so I think that's really great stitch definition. And I'm trying to get, that might be better. Like the eyelets, it really holds, because it's cotton, I guess, it's quite stable. It's holding its shape. It's very drapey. So the drapey drape, very drapey. And it doesn't feel heavy, because because it's quite thick and it's going to be quite snugly warm. But I don't think it will be over warm. I can wear it, I think, at the beach as a kind of coverall thing. So yeah, really good so far. Pattern, as I say, is free on Ravelry. Now I found this pattern because Gary at Urban Yarns was wearing it and talking about it. He made it a couple of years ago, so he was talking about this pattern, and I just thought it was beautiful. So it's called the Mooncat Shawl. It's by Kelly McClure. I'd say it's like manageable for a beginner, because that's what I am, and I think it's probably interesting enough for somebody who isn't a beginner anymore. And the reason I wanted to make it is, well, partly because I needed another knitting project after I finished my socks, but also partly because I have a cat and I want to insert a little bit of footage of her. Her name is Mooncat. We found her freezing in the bin nearly, well, about 5.5 years ago. My husband brought her home. Tiny little frozen, pregnant, sad little kitten. She was probably, the vet thought she was probably nearly a year old, and if we hadn't more home, I think she would have died. Everyone else calls her Murder Mittens, but she is Mooshie Mitts. She loves me. She doesn't love anyone else. But she's just darling, and so she had her babies, and then we had her done, and she's, you know, chipped, vaccinated, all that gubbins. So now she has a home and a life, and she's really rather lovely. So yeah, had to make it. She's called Mooncat because she's only got one eye. The vet suspects either illness in kittenhood, or she might have been born like that, but likely illness. And it took us ages to find a name, and one day my daughter said, she looks like she's got one beautiful eye like the moon. She is Mooncat. So she's been Mooncat Mooshie Mitts Bulldog ever since. So this shawl is in honour of her, and she does really like it. So yeah, that's a bit of an update. I'm going to link everything down below. So there will be the pattern and a link to Gary at Urban Yarns, because if you haven't seen her, you should check her out. She's like my knitting guru who knows all the things. I don't think what else to say about it really. I'll link this, I'll link the yarn so you can see it comes in lots of lovely colours. I'm very tempted, now I've used it, very tempted to get it in some other colours and maybe make a cotton jumper. I think a cotton jumper in this would be amazing, because it's like, I wish you could feel it, because it's so soft. Especially this bit where it's, I mean obviously this is a different texture because that's like the ribbing from, so this is garter stitch, I don't know what it's called when you just knit backwards and forwards, and then you've got those lacy eyelets in between, but this bit where it's just garter stitch is like so soft, and I think it would just be the loveliest thing to wear in the winter with a nice pair of jeans and some boots, snuggly and just beautiful. So yeah, make one, that's my advice.